Hello, true art believers. Welcome. We are live today, live streaming. You are watching the #1 live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson here, and this is 200 days of drawing, and this is day 103. And it's Cactus Week, friends. Cactus Week. I know that sounds like a boring topic, but we're going to be drawing cactuses this week. Cacti, plural. That's more than one. Yes. So we're going to be drawing cactuses this week, or cacti. I need to say cacti. Yeah, that's for sure. So, and I'm going to be trying to describe how I'm drawing or describe the drawing process. I hope you enjoy the descriptions, and I hope you enjoy the drawing process. Before I begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I got to get going. Let's start right now. Boom. All right. So, unfortunately, as I've been saying as of lately, I don't have the ability to add music to the live stream today or for a while. So we're going to just call this. Right now, what I'm doing is adding layers and I'm labeling them. So we're going to get the outlines here. Here we go. So right now I'm just working on the outlines of the drawing. I had a rough sketch that I wrote right here. I'm going to kind of lightly draw it out, or try to lightly draw it out. Watch me like mess it up. Yep, I'm messing it up because Photoshop decides that whenever you exit out the window, it loses. There we go. It loses. It forgets how to. It forgets that you're there. And then I have to like use the eraser. I don't know. Wow, look at that drawing. That's terrible. I wish I had music. So right now we're going to be doing a cactus here. And I'm always at a slight disadvantage when I'm doing this because I got this silly phone right here. And I have to put the window to the right side of me just so I can do a proper live stream. Oh gosh, I am so ill-equipped for live streams. It's not even funny. I've been doing them for such a long time, but I'm still like lacking in the live stream game. It kind of sucks actually. I need to sit down and like reformulate my live stream process. Unfortunately, I don't have such a luxury to do so. No, I don't want to do that. I want to move the layer. There we go. What's the layer? Transform. There we go. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to, there we go. I want that. And control rotate apparently is not working. R, there we go. I don't use the rotate button that often. Alrighty, so we got the brush here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little rough type of sketch of what the kind of cactus I want to draw here. I'm still at a loss for the drawing process. I'm always rushing to get this live stream in, and because of that, there's always this like kind of like a struggle to really. There we go. Now we got to press Control T, Shift. No, we're going to make this a larger cactus. We're going to zoom in. We're going to make a larger cactus here because I wanted to take up more of the space, right? And that's what we're going to do. Enter. This is something I'm going to try differently. This is going to be a new thing. I'm going to see. There we go. I'm going to see if I can... Where's the paint bucket tool? There we go. There. No, we're going to make it a little bit lighter. Oh, we'll do a little bit darker again. Okay. Maybe we'll go... There we go. We'll do something like that. Enter. B, brush. How do I get out of there? So I'm still at a loss on how to center a layer. I really, really need to figure that out. This is what I'll do. I like doing something like that. There we go. Arrange, maybe bring forward, merge down, group layers. Another thing I didn't do, I didn't press the timer. Gosh darn it. Wow. And I closed the timer out. I closed it. I started the timer just now, and then I closed it. Oh, it's going. Good. And now I opened the window. I don't want that in there. Image. Adjustments. How do I move? So another thing that I don't know how to do is to center a layer inside of the window. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to do it. I'm not doing it. I can see. Where I centered it vertically, or that sucks. Anyways, we're going to just kind of play around with it and look at it visually. And that's it. And we're just going to leave that as deselect. I think Control D is delete. There we go. Control D is deselect. And we're going to label these layers. We're going to call that the top layer Cactus. I'm just doing this right now. The pot. Right now, you don't see it, but I'm labeling the layers background. Boom. Now, here we go. So I think we're at we're somewhere now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little triangular, like rectangular shape here using, as soon as I get the brushes, a hard edge. I'm going to do like a just a simple little earthy tone. But first, let's there we go. So all I'm doing right now is trying to find the center. And I found it for a second, and then I kind of like lost it. Oh my goodness, how'd I lose it? So all I'm going to be doing now is wasting all my time just trying to find the center of this piece. There we go. Oh, gosh. I am going to look up after this how to center a layer on Photoshop because I am over this. This is ridiculous. I was like, how do you center a layer? It's probably something so ridiculously simple that I'm like, I should be able to. I should know this, right? I should know how to center a layer on Photoshop. But lo and behold, I don't know any of it. So we're gonna do something like this. Just gonna do something like this, and then we're gonna take. Apparently, we're gonna zoom out. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna go erase, and there we go. Alrighty. And there we go. So I'm opening up all kinds of stuff on my computer, and I have no idea why it's doing that. Now we got to go to the pot. Again, just having a heck of a time here, fellas. I apologize. This is not, I'm not bringing my A game. I am not bringing my A game to this. At all. There we go. Let's see how the outline looks. Not bad. Now it's time for Cactus. We're going to get the green. Probably do something like this, green. All right. And now time to zoom in. So I'm going to zoom in, and I am just going to use a hard edge brush to just kind of remove these tones here. But I'm not going to lie, I'm just having a heck of a time erasing and getting this drawing on the roll on board. I'm just like distracted. My day to day has been just a huge cluster. I shouldn't be drawing right now. I just shouldn't. Whoops. There's some things I got to be attending to, and it's just how it is. But like, there's no time for me to be drawing. There's really no time, and I just have to make time to draw. I feel bad, right? Feel bad that I have to like make time to draw. And normally I draw in the morning, but that's been awful. Like, I just haven't been getting up at the times that I normally get up for drawing. And it's been quite frustrating that I haven't been successful in that. So I'm going to have to like really make a decision. I'm really going to have to assert myself with my process. I'm going to have to just sit down and say, you know what, this is important. This is very important, so I have to do that. This is an important thing that I have to do, and I need to stop making excuses. I need to stop staying up late. I've been staying up late for these past few days. I got commissions that I've been neglecting. it kind of started with Memorial Day, and it just kind of dragged on and on and on. Just haven't been getting up. Just haven't been getting up at 5. Like, what's the motivation? No one wants to get up at 5, right? So I've been trying to get up at 5, and it just hasn't been happening. Partially because I've been staying up late. It's not always because I stay up late on purpose. It's because, like, literally, I'm getting home from work at midnight. The last thing you want to do is get up at 5 in the back up at 5 in the morning, and you don't fall asleep right when you get home from work. It's very important. Like, it's very hard. You hit your second wind, and that's what typically happens. Is I hit my second wind, and I don't want to go to bed after I've been up after getting home from work at like midnight. It's just really difficult, So that's what I've been struggling with is how do I wow, that is a rough outline. Like, how do I get up in time, and how do I manage my time more effectively? Because lately it's been like the worst. I just haven't had a stable life. Not a stable life, but like my scheduling hasn't been stable, and it's affecting outcomes, and it's starting to really bog me down. Like, mentally, it's becoming a game that I don't like playing anymore, and I need to, like, really just think about some of my priorities and think about what I need to accomplish, because right now it's been one of those games that I'm like, this is not fun anymore. I'm not really enjoying this like, what would you call it, like this kaleidoscope of time that, yeah, it's just been a huge problem. All right, so here we go. Here's our base layers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of lock the color layers, and then we're going to go on top of it, right? We're going to go on top of it. And hopefully I'm going to use these last 10 minutes. It's at 17 minutes right now. I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm not going to just not going to overly complicate it, There we go. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm not going to do anything fancy. Just keep it simple. It's going to do the keep it simple method. Yeah, just keeping it simple. Nothing fancy. All right. See that? I'm not trying too hard. I don't want to overemphasize things. And this is going to keep it simple today. Probably on, like, err on the side of caution, because I just got to get this done in 30 minutes. I have 10 minutes to finish this drawing. I really don't want to overly invest. Yeah, Just don't want to overly invest. It's just one of those days, man. Thank you. Let's see here. Where am I at? Okay, I'm gonna work on the pot here. We're gonna do another layer. I'm gonna work on just very simple, using like a little like a texture brush here. Let me find it. So I'm just keeping the formulas very simple, just repeating it over and over again. That's all I'm doing. Is just rinse, like wash, rinse, repeat, I guess. So now we're going to take this and we're just going to do like some simple little texture. We're going to make it a little bit darker here. I'm going to try to. Why does it stop that? There we go. For some odd reason, there we go. I've been trying to change the size of my brush and it just keeps going back to testing. There we go. It's a little, do something like that. Maybe a little bit darker. There we go. Then I'm going to hit E for erase, and we're just going to erase this stuff right here, just casually. Really simple. Do a little erase right here. Really simple stuff. And then we're going to add another layer. I'm going to hit Alt. We're going to zoom in, apparently. We're apparently going to zoom in now because I've hit a button. And we're going to take this brush, color swab. I'm going to maybe do something like this. And then hit very simple, little fun. That's what I have to say about that. I blew a raspberry. I apologize for blowing raspberries, but this is what I do. And we're going to take something like this and see, make it a little bit darker here. And I'm going to go back and bring that tone back in. Now another layer. Not trying to overthink it. I don't know what layer that is. Oh, let's close the brushes. Okay. Something like that. I made like a bunch of layers and I don't know what they're for. So we're just going to delete them because they're not labeled. And I zoomed in again. You're welcome. There we go. Now, there we go. Now, let's go into the cactus. Again, another very simple little strategy. I'm not going to really go really elaborate with this stuff. So 4 minutes. All right, so I'm not really I don't really have much to say other than I'm just kind of fiddling around with it right now. Just trying to find a happy medium of texture without going a little bit overboard, which I typically kind of do. I tend to do a lot of. I'm like, what's the happy medium I can get into here? And sometimes I go a little bit overboard, and that's hard for me to discern here. Sometimes I struggle with it. You know? And there we go. I think this might be a good happy medium. I don't know. Let's get out of the screen. Okay, for some odd reason, I can't shrink my brush. Here we go. There we go. I've been pressing the wrong thing. I learned a little bit today. Now, there we go. Something like this. Maybe make this a little bit darker. The background here. And voila, we got a simple little texture. And now, yeah, so keeping it simple, I got about roughly a minute of time. We're gonna just keep it simple. Do the kiss method. Keep it simple, stupid. I know I was kind of like just everywhere with what I'm talking about, but that's how I usually am, especially when I'm a little flustered, right? There we go. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. We're just going to add a little bit of the thorns. Just kind of, that's going to be the rest of it. Just add the thorns and call it a day. Really simple. You think that I get better at explaining this, but I feel like this is my fourth one I've done, and I'm actually having a harder time explaining it because I'm feeling like really stressed. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Ooh, I'm feeling the stress. I apologize for that. I'm feeling the stress, fellas. Getting that. There we go. But yeah, it's almost done. Just going to finish this other side here. So what I did differently with this one is I used a hard edge brush for the thorns, as opposed to the last few drawings I was using the texture brush to create the thorns. So it has a different effect than the other ones. And I didn't do as much blending on the background. So let's zoom out here for a second. There we go. Now what we got to do is we got to go down here, and we're going to write 21. It's 103 out of 200. And that is that, friends. I am done. That's day 103 out of 200 days of drawing. I hope you enjoy the process. I know I was a little bit preachy. Actually, I want to put a few more thorns on the right side. Sorry. No, I don't want to do that. I know that was we were off to a rough start, but in the end we got something pretty nice out of it, I think, you know. But I am going to look up, each time I say this, I always forget, I'm going to look up how to center your layers. It's probably something so simple. It might even be like a key, but I just don't, I keep forgetting how to do things. So like I was forgetting how to, oh yeah, I was hitting keys that I normally don't hit. So whenever I get flustered, and because Photoshop has all these keys on them, I tend to kind of go like, become almost like Cro-Magnon for a brief moment. I'm like, how do I get these buttons to work? So I kind of forget some of these keys that normally I don't have a problem doing because I'm not distracted or stuff like, or I'm not have a little bit of anxiety. So that's why I do these live streams, is because they, for some odd reason, I just can't get over that anxious level that I usually have. But I'm getting better at it. Because I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. I gotta say it. Saying it creates habits. Habits create reality. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. I gotta get going. This is Pierson here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share. Please share. Anyways, I got to get going. Have a wonderful day. Pierson out.